time of year, the importance of every game is magnified. A mid-season top 10 clash and the message it will send the playoff committee might well resonate the rest of the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. At the 45, on its way. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feeler. How about that now? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Ducks are on the move. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they make big plays for you.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The run to the right. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big game on offense.
Makes the grab. It's Craver.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Takes the easy one to the back. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The lone back's got it. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Snagged out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Brown. Touchdown Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Moore will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Got a man. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Now improvising. Fires to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Moore to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Georgia going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Barnett. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Moore will throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll open the second half with a run. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Turns it loose. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Moore to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, this is a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Give to Brown. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Moore will throw. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Makes the grab. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback making checks. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Going up top again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Moore to the air. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And the Bulldogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Brown has it. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Throwing right. He's got an open man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Craver. Still his feet at the 45. Running free. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming in.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hill. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Under fire. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They want that clock to run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Quick handoff. Finds a little space. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's got him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Right down the middle. It's complete. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to throw again. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the markers. Georgia looking to convert this fourth down. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control with this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Moore to the air. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And, man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know how to play with the lead. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. Right there, that's one of the bigger plays they've given up today. And at this point in the game, garbage time, you're all right with that, man. That's just padding the stats for the other side. No big deal.
Quarterback moving. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little